From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. Today's starting pitcher, Chris Bassett. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1-2.
On the ground to first, Guerrero steps on first for the out. Here's Turner now. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. And a ground ball to first, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper at the plate now. Growing up, he experienced a moment straight out of the Sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for team. Runner takes off, pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
You know Trey Turner is a threat to steal. You can't let it be that easy for him.
Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Springer ranging back. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter,
So the go-ahead
Kyle
run in
Schwarber.
scoring position. And here is Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Outside low. Counts full, 3-2. Got him looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Back now in Toronto. Getting the nod in this one, Jesus Luzardo. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Look out! And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Marsh quickly gets it back in. Runner holds it third, respecting the big arm at center field.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now, Alejandro Kirk. Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to third. Boom. Whips it across. One gone, bottom half of the first. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And there's 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Second inning set to go. Down the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Swings through the sweeper. Outside low, 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. In the dirt, and a full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting 6th, right fielder,
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Check swing, called strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting 7th.
First and second, no outs. Max Kepler at the plate. And that skips in the dirt.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that is out of play. Caught him looking for the K. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. 1 down, Phillies down a run. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Two on, 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That misses the zone. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Alan Roden. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Jonathan Clase next up for the Blue Jays. Trying to bunt his way on. Harper. Got him on the off-balance throw. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That's hard hit on the line. Kepler right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. And we're back. New inning getting started. This is Bryson Stott. Ground ball up the middle. Bichette fires to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Oh, that's 2-strike hitting right there. He did well just to put the ball in play. Good bad ball hitting right there. Just kind of threw the barrel at the ball, trying to protect with 2 strikes, and sometimes it works out well for you.
Trey Turner now. That misses the zone. And now 3-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Stott gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Line drive, pulls it in on the run. And there's one away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And there's a ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Bassett keeping him close. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Way out front for strike 2. Runner at second, 2 down. That one outside. Now 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Stop. And there's one away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Boots it. Next to hit, Addison Barger.
Now batting, third baseman,
Man at first, one away.
Barger.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And they'll do it again.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Got him swinging. Back now in Toronto, and here comes Alec
Third
Bohm.
baseman, Alec Bohm.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's down and in.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that one hit to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting,
Here's
right
Nicholas
fielder,
Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
1 down, base is empty. Check swing, called strike.
1-2.
Castellanos swings and lifts a high fly ball. Deep left field. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. That'll fire up the dugout. His second homer this series, and we're all square. It's 1-1. Now batting Max Kepler. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Here's JT Realmuto. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
That's the ball.
And that's outside. 2-1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
On the ground, out to short. Off balance throw in time. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, here's George Springer to start it off.
Center fielder, George Springer.
The 1-1.
So I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. And next for Toronto, Alan Roden. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. This one in the air, right field. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that.
Now pitching.
Number 65 on a pitch out of the pen here. He's been so good against lefties. So the batting order turns over. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ground ball. Gets to it with a slide. Pretty nice play there. Here's Trey Turner.
They partnered back in 2023. Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
One down, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it bangs off the top of the wall. And he's got a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Bryce Harper. And a count 1-2. Slow roller to first, and that's just foul. And misses inside. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. And now they're out in front. It's 3-1. One down. Here's some real power at the plate. Kyle Schwarber. Next offering is in for a strike. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that is Springer. Snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Alec Bohm. The 1-1. Fought off foul. 2 outs. Slice to right. Lucas makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back.
Leading
And
off
stepping
for
in
Toronto,
is the speedy
left
Jonathan
fielder,
Clase.
Jonathan Clase.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Boom. Goes on to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Second baseman.
So digging in, Andres Jimenez. Just off the inside edge. And that's off the inside edge. 3-2 now. Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Now
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Center field. Stop. Squeezes it. And that is that. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the Phillies,
And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And that's in the dirt.
Well, these Phillies really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
He's straight.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now. JT Realmuto steps in. Next pitch is outside. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lucas makes the catch for the out. 2 down. So up next, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh.
Castellanos off of first with 2 away. And that's outside. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
That one ripped. And that's the 3rd out. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Goes down looking. So digging in, Addison Barger.
Third baseman, Addison Barger.
Hit in the air, right field. Castellanos moves on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side, slides for the stop, and very nicely done for the out.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Yariel Rodriguez.
29.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Back to the top of the order now. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. On the ground, Barger. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Trey Turner at the plate.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And that one is in for a strike. And that one ripped into right. Lucas makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So Harper stands in.
Bryce Harper.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. The throw into second, and that's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Jimenez on his way over. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the batter is George Springer.
Toronto. Center fielder, George Springer.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Outside with a breaking ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Kepler makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty. Grounds 1 to short. Turner on the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play.
Up next.
Now it's the DH, Alan Roden.
Alan Roden.
2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
1 and 2.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. Right through there, got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Ready to begin the eighth. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 2-2. Stays alive. Next pitch is outside. That's to third, Barger. And Castellanos is out. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies.
Fielder, Max Kepler.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now two gone. And now it is JT Realmuto. 2 outs.
It's been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. And now Jonathan Clase. Late with the swing there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
High fly ball out into left center field. Puts it away for the out. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Line to left and foul ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 3-2. So they turn things over to the righty, Max Lazar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Blue Jays down a run. This one in the air. Realmuto settles under it. That is the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brendan Little.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Well, One-run game. And now here is Brandon Marsh. Next pitch downstairs. 2-1. And that one hammered. And that gets down into the gap. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Barker zips it to first. Now one gone in the ninth. And digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. The next offering misses. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field right through there for a strike. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Slings to first. Turner is out. Here comes Bryce Harper. Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And downstairs.
Count full.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Jordan Romano.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Here's the third baseman, Addison Barker.
Addison Barker.
One-run game, bottom 9.
2 balls.
That one not close, and it's 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's George Springer.
Now batting.
And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Here's a 1-1. In the dirt, and the runner holds. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
They tried to get him to go chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Out towards left center. Kepler on the move to the gap. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies strand the tying run on base to win it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.